Hi, friends. Oh, sorry. I was just making sure it was working. Hi, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to talk about a couple of things that have been going on lately. So, if you're interested, I hope so. That's awesome. I hope you had a really good Christmas. Feels like I've been off for like ever. So, I'm sorry about that. Sorry. The new setup is just a little different. So, I hope you guys like it. It is because I have been doing the whole whatnot thing as well. And that's DameVonBonDaisy. Don't be shy, check it out. And don't forget to hit the like, do all that's free. It really does help. And I really do appreciate it. So, what's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all that's in between? It's me, your girl, Daisy Dame. Welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. I feel like it's been forever. Don't forget to check out my socials, like my Facebook, YouTube, whatnot, is all DameVonBonDaisy, Insta, Snap, X, Twitter, and then whatever else is modmaggieart. Oh, TikTok, yeah. Did I say that? Okay. Don't forget about that one. Check that out. It's good. And I thought there was something else, but let's just jump into it. I wanted to talk about Leave the World Behind and the whole Gypsy Rose thing, because that's wild to me. And I did see Leave the World Behind, and I thought it was really interesting. And I saw a lot of stuff coming out about it, so I wanted to talk about that and touch on it. And I found it really interesting because at first I didn't even know it was a book, but it is a book. So if you haven't checked it out, you should. It is on Netflix, but go figure, right? It's like, of course it's Netflix. I hope you guys are ready for the new year. I hope you're all excited. I hope Christmas went really well and you're feeling good and that you've been dodging the sickness. But there was like these rumors that Obama was involved in this whole Leave the World Behind. And I did do a video on it, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more because it is really interesting. It is a book, and then they made the video. And the whole thing is really curious because there comes all these theories with it, of course, as always when there's these kinds of movies. But hear me out, okay? It's very curious, it's very interesting. And like I said, if you're into that, then get comfy. Happy New Year's. Let's bring in the new year together. And yeah, let's discuss it. And like I said, don't forget, please do things like hitting the like, do all this free. It really does help and it really does mean a lot. Okay? Okay. Leave the World Behind. Like I said, it's a new film on Netflix and people were like really digging it. It was like everybody's, on their watch list, right? And then people found out that the Obamas had something to do with it or some say in this. So then people started to go wild about Leave the World Behind and more people wanted to watch it, which is okay. Like, of course, that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Um, okay, it says, welcome to the chat. Your enemy's enemy isn't your friend, but who is your enemy in the first place? Listen to this, okay? I'm going to read you a little bit about this real quick so you guys can get a better idea for those of you who didn't see the video about this particular one, okay? It goes on to say, we never identify the source of the apocalypse in writer/director Sam Esmail's adaptation of this novel, but certainly gets a lecture on who the good guys should imagine themselves to be. If there's one aspect in which Netflix successfully disrupted cinema in a decade-long campaign, it's in popularizing a cold open. The streamer's product generally drops you straight into the narrative. The long credit sequence leaves leave the world behind is the unusual strategy of instead there's a lengthy opening credits. A self-seeking reason becomes obvious when we get to the single frame credits of executive Barack and Michelle Obama via their Higher Ground production company. There it is, everyone. There it freaking is. Leave the World Behind. Yes, Obama was involved, and we're going to talk about it, but how was he involved, and how involved was he truly? And why was he involved? Why would Barack Obama want to be involved in this apocalyptic thriller? Why does Barack Obama want to be involved in a production company at all? Especially at Netflix. Why? Like, have you ever thought that? Why? Oh, just curious. All right. So it says that it's pauses on this, right? Obviously. And it says the credit that gives yourself is worth nothing. And so it proves that here. Doubling down self-adaptation, Obama went to war on his own credibility by naming all 3 of his own cinematic efforts amongst his list of best films of 2023. But when it comes to Leave the World Behind, audiences feel rather differently. Why? Why is that? Because it's apocalyptic and creepy. Yeah. Okay. So it goes on to say they feel different. When reviewing Rebel Moon, we noted a huge discrepancy between the critical and the audience's acclaim. The opposite is true here. Critics couldn't wait to lavish in praise on the overblown thriller. So it goes on to say it's like some type of Twilight Zone episode, but without the punchline. Okay. And some type of like M. Night Shyamalan's, but it sans tension, character, or plot development. Basically saying it's got all this great stuff, but at the same time, there's still these issues. Okay. I hate people, says harassed mom Amanda Sanford, who is Julia Roberts, by the way, Julia Roberts, who is fed up with the big city rat race and impulsively books an upstate vacation for her son and her husband, and so on and so forth. They're 2 bratty teenagers. They're 2 bratty teenage kids. That's a really awesome way to describe that. Wow. Okay. They're really like, the parents are fed up with their kids. Okay, cool. Awesome. It just goes on to say they get there and all of a sudden there was the ship. The ship is like the first incident that happens and it pulls in really close and it gets really close and they're like, it's coming right towards us. And they find out it's an oiler ship, which is important. And then, let's see what else. Then the whole deers thing, people were really curious about that because the deers kept trying to like kind of warn the people. That was curious. So it says, Leave the World Behind is a handsome looking production with a big name cast and lots of weird sideways visuals to create this mood that never pays off. That's another thing too. It's a very uncomfortable film. It's like Donnie Darko. It's like that eerie, like melancholy, like uncomfortable. There's no payoff at the end. It just said it in the article. Spoilers. But there is no like conclusion that feels good about this. It's an apocalyptic thriller. Like what do we expect the conclusion to be, right? So it says that America finds itself in a dire, easily exploitable state in 2023 must be our fault rather than theirs. In the hysterical vibe of the 1950s propaganda film, the Obamas want you to learn how to use a compass pronto, or they will come get you. This is crazy. In reality, those piloting jet planes and oil tankers, their own instruments over external info, they generally don't crash into beaches or houses, but that's a thing that obviously keeps happening in Leave the World Behind. There's crashing planes and boats going wild. So they're like, don't worry, that wouldn't really happen in this way. Okay. Human beings are more than just drones following orders. Okay. Sure. It's patronizing thinking like this that got the world into the whole mess in the first place. The shrill, plotless, knee-jerk mechanics of Leave the World Behind won't help much, if at all. Thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate it. So, pretty harsh criticism, eh? Pretty wild, right? But what is Barack Obama's involvement? And again, why did he fight so hard to have his name held in the credits scene? Like, what is Obama's connection to Leave the World Behind? We're going to look at that real quick, too, because, of course, there's all kinds of theories, and people want to know, and your girl is here for that, okay? It also has Elon Musk, so don't worry. There's lots more. Get comfy. Thank you for hitting the like. It really does help. And I missed you guys. I really do. I missed you guys. Okay, here we go. Leave the World Behind, Netflix's newest disaster thriller, is taking viewers by storm. It is currently #1 on the streaming platform. Julia Roberts and all these others make a unique connection to the Obamas. And there's no theory here. That's what it says. Based on this novel with the same name, the sci-fi adaptation of Mr. Robot, blah, blah, blah. Families rely on each other for survival. That's another thing. So two families must rely on each other for survival. So we know that the parents have two bratty kids. They wanted to go for a break. They're tired of the big city rat race. So they go to upstate New York and stay in some cabin randomly, right? Okay, because they have money and can do that. Like that happens. Anyways, so they take the kids on vacation and they're like trying to enjoy their vacation. And it's obviously like a rental home, right? But the people who rent the home out come home and they're like, hey, there's a blackout in the city. We came here. So can we stay in our own house? And they were like, we rented this. Like, why do you want to stay here with us? That's weird. Like, maybe you're sus. Turns out, spoilers, spoilers, they're not sus. They really do own the home and they're just there to wait out the blackout. Well, why does the blackout happen in the city first? And is it really about the apocalypse disaster at all? Or is it more about the discomfort of the film and the uncertainty of our future? Genuinely. Just saying. Anyways, without giving away too many spoilers, which I already did, the film follows Amanda and her husband and the two children who go on a beach getaway. As I stated, there's a blackout and there's this chaos that erupts. Planes are crashing and then there's cyber attacks, okay? And there's herds and herds of very creepy deer. This I found funny because it's like, yeah, that I'm sure that if chaos were to happen, some of the animals would try and warn people. Like some of the animals would be like, there's a problem. So it says they wanted to do a disaster movie for a while. They specifically wanted to do one surrounding a cyber attack because I don't think a lot of people have a concrete idea of what that would look like or how it would be so detrimental. Not just in America, but globally, they had stated. And this is the director. So it says the impact of technology on society is something that I've always been fascinated by. Bum, bum, bum. Cue Elon Musk. Not yet, Elon. Shut up. Not yet. But seriously, the impact of it goes on. Fascinated. They really do think dramatically it will change the way we evolve. It already has. And that's what Gen Alpha is. It's basically the experimental generation of what it's like to grow up with technology and have it at your very fingertips the moment you're born, essentially. Sorry, Gen Alpha. Love you. But like, wow, that's going to be weird. And we still don't know the results of that, by the way. Like, it's going to be a while before we know how these kids end up. And, ooh, I hope it's good. I really do. So, how are the Obamas connected, right? Let's get into that. Don't forget, please hit the like. It's the only thing I'll ever ask of you for. Okay. So it says they have recently debunked all these theories swirling around the film as for the old president's involvement. Now he's setting the record straight. Bum, bum, bum. It says Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are credited as executive producers on Leave the World Behind since founding their production company, Higher Ground Productions. Sus. Why do they want a production company? Can we start there? Why do they want to... Okay, fine. All right. In 2018, they start this, and they start with projects like Michael Keaton's Worth and Kevin Hart's Fatherhood. They start with really light-hearted films. How sus? Not sus at all. Just saying. All right. In recent interview with Collider, they explained how the Obamas... They basically shaped the current version. And the story that they go on to tell is basically Barack Obama had this on his reading list anyways. So he wanted to be a part of it. And what he did was like he tweaked it and he added emotion where it was needed. He made it more uncomfortable where it was needed. He added in little things like that. Like, so basically overall they're like, listen, Obama really didn't have as big a role in this as you think. He just did some odds and ends, bits and bobs. And there we go. That's his total involvement. What do you guys think? Okay. Another point that people love to bring up about this movie is that there's all the Teslas, and in one scene, it is one of the most, like, probably visually stunning scenes, but they're trying to get out of this area. Basically, essentially, they have to go through the city to get out, but they can't because there's a bunch of Teslas that are being recalled to the factory, but the Teslas are running into each other. And there's basically a pileup of, guess how many? Probably 33 Teslas. No connection. Whatever. Elon Musk apparently was not very happy about this. He had something to say about it. What do you think he said? I thought he would be happy about it. I guess he's not. Okay, Elon. I'm conflicted. Like, so you're not cool with that? I thought you would be cool with that. What do you guys think? I'm really curious. So, yeah, people were worried. They thought maybe Obama is like trying to give a secret message. What do you guys think? Is Obama and Michelle trying to give us secret messages about the future? That we should pay attention to our infrastructure and like cyber attacks and how weak our power system is? Because one point they brought up a lot, and I'm not going to miss this, is the fact that they talked about these power plants a lot. And a lot of power plants now are like abandoned, old, whatever, right? Gone since the dawn of time. These power plants, there's some that are just non-existent anymore. I just find it curious, and I'm like, if they keep bringing it up, it must mean something. And then in the end, as it states, this movie gives us no closure. There's no resolution there. There's nothing to bring it all in with a little bow and send it off. It's just disturbing. It's like Melancholia or that other one, Midsummer. Ugh, they're disturbing. Listen, don't get me wrong. I like those kind of movies where they make you feel weird, but when it's like Donnie Darko and you feel like some type of weird darkness, it's like, that's a whole nother weird that I could do without, you know? It's just funny to me. It's curious, right? Thank you guys so much for being here. I've missed your faces so much. I hope you've had a really great Christmas if you celebrate. And if not, make sure you're being safe tonight, okay? No matter what you do, no matter what you celebrate, the new year's coming and we can't stop that, okay? It's on its way. Nothing we could do about that. Leave the world behind. Let's see what Elon said real quick. And then we're going to talk about Gypsy real quick. And then I'm going to let you guys go because I know you are busy. I just wanted to jump on real quick. Thank you guys for joining me and discuss these things because I thought that's sus. And I just wanted to talk to you about it. So, but do please hit the like. It's all I will ever ask of you or beg you for. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Elon Musk speaks out about Tesla apocalyptic moment in Netflix movie. There's a scene where the self-driving Teslas go rogue and wreak havoc among the humans, and they do. Yes, they do. Musk took to X to tell us what he really thinks. Of course he did. Of course he did. I'm surprised he wasn't like, please, yes, like, that's amazing. No. The movie depicts a fleet of white Tesla Model Ys, Model 3s, causing chaos after being hacked and put into self-drive mode. They do focus on these Teslas a lot, and I find that curious. Anywho, it says Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator was probably the first blockbuster movie to use a similar theme. But we've seen artificial intelligence takes over and decides that humans are the threat. Huh? What? Pardon me? That's not good. So, no, I don't like that. It says that AI sees us as the threat. That's not good. Okay, so Elon Musk goes on to say Tesla can charge from solar panels even if the world goes fully Mad Max. Even if there's no gasoline. That's what he said. So he's basically saying, you guys, the Teslas wouldn't stop. They would crash, but they would keep going. Shut up. Okay, Elon. Thanks, bro. Very cool. Very cool, Elon. Thanks for that input. But it does star Julia Roberts, which I find curious because obviously they want eyes on this movie. They're going to use people who are comfortable to you, people that you grew up with, people that you're like, oh, I love this person, da-da-da, for whatever reason of nostalgia, right? They do that. They're like, throw nostalgia in there. Everybody will watch. Fodder to the masses. Let me just say that. The film was Netflix's most streamed in the week of December, receiving positive reviews, but then mixed reviews from fans. Do let me know what you guys think about this. Do you find it sus? Did you enjoy Leave the World Behind? Did you hear about Obama's involvement? Did you hear about Elon Musk and the Tesla situation? Do you find it curious? Do let me know about your Christmas. Was it great? Was it amazing? Did all your dreams come true? Also, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, y'all. acting like Miss Mommy. Oh my goodness, y'all, I can't even. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard, we all, like, I think most of us know what happened there. This girl was dealing with Munchausen's by proxy, which means her mother would always pretend that her daughter was sick, and the daughter was like sick for X amount of years, and then the daughter and the boyfriend handled the mother situation in the worst way, and now she's in the public again. I think I'm one of those people that don't look at it like most, and I don't want to upset anyone with how I feel about it, but I think it's a very delicate situation. I think Gypsy needs a really good friend or family member to really help them through this time, and I pray that somebody's there for them, because when you've been controlled your whole life and then you go into another controlled environment and then you're just set free into the world, that can be damaging. That can be a situation. And apparently Gypsy is going around essentially giving out autographs and taking pictures with people, and it's like, do your thing, but also remember that what you did is not worthy of praise. You know, what you did is not worthy of, I don't know, acting like some type of celebrity. I think that it's still a horrible situation. I really hope that somebody's there for them to help them through this transition. I think that there's a lot of catching up they have to do. Essentially, they are very much stunted in their growth, and they've been stuck in one place for a really long time. And before that, they were stuck in one place for a really long time. And that really does affect people's growth. It doesn't matter that they're 32. They are going to need serious help. And that's just the facts. What do you guys think? Do you think it's great that Gypsy Rose is back out? Do you think that she should be acting like a celebrity and like taking these pictures? Or do you think that's a little tone deaf to the circumstance? And by the way, we like all points of view, so don't worry. I won't be like, you're off my friends list if you don't agree. It's okay. But I just find it curious, and I don't know, how likely is someone who suffered Munchausen's by proxy, how likely are they to then manipulate? I'm not saying that they are, I'm saying that there's higher chances that they might, and that they might just need a really good, solid team around them. And what I mean by team is like definitely more than one person that really cares for them and can help them through that circumstance. Anyone who's had a loved one that maybe went away for a couple years or longer, you know that they have to get reacclimated into society, and it can be very touch and go, because some people might not be ready, some are ready, and some are just not capable of living a normal life, you know? Regardless, I hope you guys have a super amazing New Year's Eve and New Year's. Here's to a whole new year. Thank you for another amazing year here on YouTube. I feel so blessed. I feel so fortunate. I love this community more than anything. You guys know that YouTube is my home base. I always look at it as my home base. I see this as my main platform, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I started here, and we took off from here. So I just really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just know that I'm so grateful for you. For Christmas and for the new year, and I just hope that we keep finding more friends and bringing them home, because goodness golly, times, you know, it's gonna get a little bit turbulent, and if leave the world behind is any bit of a sign of the times, be careful out there, you know. And there's no shame in being prepared or having a safety plan for your family. Don't ever forget that, okay? I know, right? It's so sus. It's so sus. It's so uncomfortable, and it's so dry. And they admit that. They're like, it's so without substance. It's like there's no real answer at the end. So don't worry, you're not missing much other than the Obama drama and Elon Musk, which we just went over. So if you missed that, just go back and rewind. But I do gotta let you guys go. But take care of the king. I hope you have a lovely night. Do stay safe out there, okay? It's one of those nights where it's one of the worst ones out there. I really have missed you, and I can't wait to just see what we do in this new year with creating and all that. So just keep liking and subbing and doing all that's free. It really means the world to me. And check out my whatnot, DameVonBonDaisy. You can get the paintings there anytime, or just check them out. Or you can comment on how cool my artwork is. Okay? And take care of your loved ones, especially the little ones, okay? For the love of all that's holy, for the year of 2024, can we please protect the children? Let me be that woman. Protect the dang kids, okay? Love you so much. See you guys soon. But for God's sakes,